morning, boys and girls. How are we? Anyway, boys and girls, how are we? Jovial Moto Vlogs here, and welcome back to another video. So today is November the 6th. It's Remembrance Sunday over here in the UK, and unfortunately this year we can't do the Ring of Red ride, which is a shame. It's always a brilliant ride out, brilliant turnout, but with the events of this year, it's obvious that we wouldn't be doing it, so we kind of had to accept that. Anyway, so in the Scotland NC500 tour videos that I've just finished doing, I have had a few comments regarding my gear, my riding gear, what I wear on a daily basis, because I know a lot of you guys do know that I'm a daily commuter on the MT-07. My daily riding gear, my summer riding gear, and all my winter riding gear is the same all year round. I'll leave links to all of my gear in the description one by one. You know, jacket, pants, gloves, boots, they're all available from the sports bike shop. So yeah, let's not waste your time. I've had a little bit of a ramble. Let's talk about what kind of gear I'm wearing then. I'm currently just going to the petrol station because I'm on 1 bar, so I thought, why not? Let's go have a little talk on the way there, because I found it quite hard recently to get out doing the vlogs on the way to work and stuff, because it's usually dark, and I know a lot of people don't want to watch a dark motor vlog. Thank you. See you later. I've come to the conclusion that this fog is very dangerous. The visibility is about, what we're looking at there, about 35 metres. It's scary. Parked car. Oh my god, look at the chain. Ooh, don't look. Let's get on to talking about what we're talking about today. So, if you are a regular watcher of the channel, the last video where I spoke about gear was in exactly this spot. But don't worry, I won't ramble on as much as I usually do. I'll try and get on the bike. In fact, I might try climb a little bit higher and get out of this fog, but I just wanted to have a little break, because it's I've only been around about 5 or 10 minutes, because I live quite at the top of the hill, so I'm trying to get out of it, but it doesn't look like it wants to. Anyway, so the exact Rukka suit that I wear is the Rukka Kalix 2. So the Rukka Kalix 2, yeah, the jacket. So it's a Gore-Tex membrane. So if you're not familiar with Gore-Tex, Gore-Tex is a material. So unlike the sprays and the waterproof stuff that you put onto normal textiles, for example, like Muck-Off do a spray called it's just called water resistant spray, and basically it just forms like a little layer on top of whatever material you put it on, and it's hydrophobic, I think is the word. It deflects water, it beads the water up, and then when wind and stuff hits it, it flies off. Now Gore-Tex doesn't wear off, because Gore-Tex is a material that just does that naturally, hence why it's so expensive now. But yeah, Gore-Tex is brilliant, it's windproof as well. So my jacket cost me around, I think it was £650, but it was on sale to £550, so it was £100 off. So it's got an inner liner inside, it's got the D30 armour on elbows, shoulder pads, has it got a back pad in? It doesn't have a back pad in, but it's also got these fancy waterproof pockets, so it's like these water resistant linings. So if you put something in there and zip it up, it's got like it's got a funny little cover that stops water getting in. Now, it's a blessing and a curse, because if you do manage to put something in there that has water inside, it takes forever to dry out, because the water can't escape, never mind get in. I don't think I want to climb any further. I think I'll just park up here and I'll have a little ramble and call it a day, guys. Unfortunately, I don't fancy putting myself in any danger. So you can kind of see the water just sitting on top of the Gore-Tex. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up. Waterproof and windproof. So on them cold wintry days, which I have had, with this is it's this really strange feeling. You can feel the wind hitting you, but you can't feel the coldness of the wind hitting you, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So yeah, the pants as well, Rukka Kalix 2 pants, you can see it just sitting on top of the fibres, and these as well have D3O in the knee pads down in the shins. They also have it in the groin area, but I took mine out because it was digging into my stomach with the way the MT-07 sits, which I don't mind. It is one less safety feature. But as for the gloves as well, I got these before I got anything else. These are Berings. I know I don't know the exact model of these, not too sure, but these are Gore-Tex as well. But they've got this stretchy material here, which is nice for your hand and stuff. But these are double lined, so inside as well, they're fleeced. So I don't know if you'll have noticed on the NC500 trip, there was a lot of times where I had a wet hand from taking photos and stuff on the camera, and putting it back into the glove was a real ball ache, because it just made the inside of the glove wet. And the same as the pockets, if it's waterproof, it takes forever to dry out, unfortunately. So yeah, Rukka Kalix 2 full set, and the Bering gloves, I'll leave the links in the description. As for the boots, so I never used to really rock waterproof boots. Oh, look at this, how smart, driving with no lights on. Cool. Yeah, I just used to get the waterproof spray and put them on my cheapo boots, because I go through boots like there's no tomorrow. Just walking around, digging down in the mud, taking photographs. I use them every day, same as my helmet, same as all of this gear. But I thought, you know, for this Scotland trip, you know, I do need, a lot of this was for the NC500, because this is how I expected it to be. So yeah, I went and bought the RICHAs. Now I just went into Sports Bike Shop. I didn't have a massive budget. I just looked to see what kind of range I could get, what kind of price range I had and what I could get for it. And as long as it said waterproof on it, I was really looking for the Gore-Tex mark with boots. But I know Easy did a set of Gore-Tex ones, but they was hellishly expensive. But these ones, they're about 160 odd pounds at the time, and these have been through torrential rain and puddles and stuff. And they're super well sealed, so I really can't fault them. But one question a lot of people do ask is, what do you wear underneath your riding jacket? Now, with the Rukka, there's no need to wear anything. If you wore a t-shirt, you'd be a tad cold. I just wear the thermal liner that I've always worn, and that's about it. I find the fact that the more you layer up with the Rukka, the more uncomfortable it is, because the space is there to manoeuvre around. You don't feel like you've got it on because of how baggy in it and how well it is. Whereas if you start layering up and you start puffing up, you know, you can't look behind you as easy. I wear my little thermal lining underneath, and throw this on the top. There is a feature for these two to zip together to make them fully waterproof, because if you don't, sometimes it can bag up if you've got stuff in your pockets, and a little bit of water can get underneath. But I've only had that probably a handful of times, that's all. That's pretty much it. There's not really much else to talk about with my gear, because I don't wear much of it. Just the Rukka set, and the gloves and the boots, that's all. The helmet, you know all about the helmet, the AGV Corsa. It is a race helmet, but through the winter, it's done me proud, done me real proud with the Alpine Stars balaclava. Anyway, boys and girls, a little quick update on the bike. It is due its 12,000 mile service, which unfortunately the dealers are closed, so I've ordered in an oil service kit for the thing, and I've also ordered a tool to get that oil filter off, which does look like it's cemented on there. But yeah, that's all ACF. We're currently sat at 12,174 miles, and I've still got an odometer for the Road 5s, which are on 6,214 miles. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I do hope it's give you a little bit more insight into the gear I wear every day. I know waterproof gear is very expensive, but like I said, you do get what you pay for, and it's so worth it when it comes down to being warm in them winter times. But guys, I know we're in another lockdown, I know times are tough, but keep your heads up high, and we'll get through it together. Hopefully this time next year all of this will be over and we will be back out there riding free, and we'll never take another day for granted, especially another sunny day, never again. Do really appreciate you watching this far to the video, if you have watched this far, and please do leave me a like. It helps get these videos out there, get them to new audiences, and in turn pretty much helps the entire channel grow. But apart from that, boys and girls, hope you are having a fantastic day. If you're riding today or riding to work, or just in general at these uncertain times, just stay safe. This has been JBL Motovlogging, boys and girls, and I'm signing out. Peace.